Hello, and thank you for tuning into this channel. It's another episode of Cult Crime. And on this episode, we're going to discuss Kendrick Johnson's unfortunate demise. This is Lowndes High School, known to produce star athletes such as Telvin Smith, Jay Ratliff, and Randall Godfrey, with a current student body of 3,000 students and over 170 employees. But just a few years ago, the most disturbing find shocks the community. January 11th, 2013, a young man's body is found at his high school wrapped in a gym mat. Kendrick Johnson, 17 years old, vibrant, athletic, full of life, and so much more. According to the medical examiner, the 17-year-old high schooler became trapped while trying to retrieve a shoe that fell into a rolled-up mat. This story goes viral, inciting a long tradition of racial tensions in America. But what you didn't know: Ebony magazine was established in November 1945 and had since been a staple in the Black community, highlighting more than just beauty but also the challenges that affected the everyday Black American family, with articles that gave insight to education, civil rights, and even tackling the financial disparities that affect Black Americans. According to NPR, Ebony magazine was more than a publication for Black Americans. It was one that the public could trust. Fast forward to January 2013. Some publications become aware of the story of Kendrick Johnson's mysterious death. However, Ebony magazine would take the hit for covering the case extensively. The mag was accused of running a smear campaign with articles suggesting that Johnson's death wasn't accidental. November 2013, close to 300 hours of video surveillance footage is released to the media. A forensic analyst for CNN found that the tapes from 2 cameras were missing over an hour of footage, later explained as a lapse in time due to the cameras being motion censored activated, noting that where Johnson's body was found would be outside the range of all surveillance cameras. What's even more disturbing is that 2 of the accused are sons of an FBI agent. The mag used fake names, Chris and Clark Martin, instead of their real names, but that didn't stop the family of Brandon and Brian Bell from filing a suit claiming the magazine not only misled their readers with misinformation, but violated their sons' rights and safety by associating them with a crime they didn't commit. In August 2014, a $5 million suit was filed against the magazine, arguing that despite using fake names, they gave enough accurate description of 2 of the sons of a federal agent. Richard Bell and his wife Karen Bell were adamant that their sons were in no way involved in the death of Kendrick Johnson, and that the statements made by the magazine were inflammatory and cause for harassment. The following year, January 2015, Kendrick Johnson's family filed a $100 million suit in DeKalb County against 38 individuals, citing that Kendrick's death was a murder and that the respondents somehow conspired to hide the truth of a homicide. Unfortunately, the Johnsons and their attorney were ordered to pay close to $300,000 in legal fees and were accused of fabricating evidence to support their claims. June 2016. Department of Justice announces that they will not be filing any criminal charges in relation to Johnson's death. March 2020. Johnson Publishing reached a $500,000 settlement in a defamation suit brought on by the family of 2 Georgia students that were wrongfully accused of Johnson's unfortunate demise. The long-standing magazine and publisher were eventually forced to liquidate their assets to pay off their creditors after filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Can't really say for sure if the controversy surrounding Johnson's case forced their hand to file bankruptcy and eventually selling to a new owner. Today, Ebony is still in operation, boasting a large online viewership. As of January 2022, the second investigation was closed with no charges filed. His cause of death is still contested.